Hi there Aries, welcome back to my channel The Angel Witch Tarot. This video reading is for the week of 23rd March 2026 to the 29th of March 2026. Alright, so let's start off with the reading, starting with the intuitive oracle cards. Alright, and see what the spirits want you to know regarding your intuition. We've already got light of awareness, which says the light of awareness sharpens your intuition. And then we have cosmic awareness. Cosmic awareness says that the cosmos speaks through your intuition. Stay open to its messages. So let's move on to the tarot cards and see how your week progresses, right Aries? We've got the world upright, which is all about completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, and arriving at a destination that you've been wishing to reach, right? It's also about community, optimism, and joy. And then we have the Ten of Cups upright. So the Ten of Cups upright is all about divine love, harmony, blissful relationships, alignment, inner happiness, fulfillment, dreams come true, family contentment, total love and support, right? And here the 10 is the number of ultimate completion, the end of a cycle. So it's the final manifestation, the result of true will, recognition, continuation, realization, and endings. It's the end of a cycle, right? And then we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So the Five of Wands in reverse is all about avoiding conflict, respecting differences, agreeing to disagreeing, and finding diversity between things. And then we've got the Hanged Man in upright. I always feel like this card is in reverse because the guy is hanging, right? So it's all about taking a pause, surrendering, letting go, finding new perspectives, finding enlightenment, viewing things differently than before, having that deep insight, sacrificing, change, and release. Right? So there's sacrifice and change that will help you find release between things. And then we've got the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is all about courage, persistence, test of faith, resilience, boundaries, last stand, gearing up for the worst, pessimism, and being wary. So it's like you're the last one to stand, or you're finally standing at last because you've persevered, endured through everything. You've finally found what you wanted, because the 9 is a positive transition and it's about near completion. So this comes underneath the 10 of Cups. So it says that you are at the state of near completion. You're going through a positive transition and you are finally standing on top after persevering and enduring all the things that have been challenging you from the beginning, right? And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles upright. So the Nine of Pentacles is all about your fruits of labor, the rewards, the luxury, the self-sufficiency, the financial independence. All that you've sown are beginning to fruition. They're giving you fruits because your labor is coming with rewards. You're being self-sufficient and being financially independent. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands in reverse is all about a passion project that is coming your way, but you should not let your anger cause your energy to be scattered, because if you are having that anger or frustration, then it's mostly going to cause a lot of delays and frustration, right? So try not to get angry. Try to take a deep breath, calm down, and then think of the reasons that you should calm down, the positive side, the bright side. Just look for the bright side, right? And then we have the Devil upright, which is all about the shadow self, attachment, addictions, restrictions, sexuality, temptation, seduction, destructive behavior, materialism, codependency, and toxicity. There is some thing that might cause you to be something that tempts you. There's something that causes an attachment or addiction. It's okay to have attachment, but it's not okay to have that obsessive type of attachment. The toxic, that is basically toxic attachment. So it talks about your shadow self. So this week you might have to be careful of that as well. You have a passion project coming your way. Just do not get angry. That's one thing to be aware of. And second thing is to let your shadow self not be too tightly tied up or too loosely tied up, because at some point it is going to burst out. So just try to make sure that you can manage it well, so that you do not get, how to say that, so that it doesn't burst out into flames and cause a negative effect. All right, so let's move on to the next set. We've got Wish. Someone you wished for is coming into your life. That's exactly what the card says. Someone you wished for is coming into your life. So we have gifts here. The greatest gift of love is the ability to truly understand one another. Now next set, I'd like you to think of somebody. It could be anybody. Just think of someone. It could even be yourself. That's totally fine. Just think of someone and we'll figure out what's in the shadows of their heart. So, we've got forgiving and controlling. Forgiving says that they didn't mean to hurt you, but you are holding on to it. Forgiving helps you get past it. The person you've thought of is holding on to the pain that someone has given to them. So that person wasn't, let's say, you are this some person, all right, the person that you've thought of. So they hurt you, someone else has hurt you, and you're holding on to it. So forgiving helps you get past it. So it basically says that you need to forgive so that you can move forwards, not them. Forgive so that you can move forwards. Let that forgiveness be a weight off your shoulders, right? That's what this person that you thought of needs to do. Forgive whoever has hurt them. Although sometimes it's not easy to forgive someone who has hurt you, because the reasons might be varying. It's fine, because sometimes it just happens that way. They hurt you too much to forgive them, so it happens. But at least try to forgive that person, right? So we also have controlling. So controlling says needs to be right all the time. They're a very possessive and jealous lover. They need to feel the control over you or themselves. But they're a very possessive and jealous type of lover. So you might want to be careful. So let's move on to this next one. Next set. We've got the loyal dog and the nimble bat. So the loyal dog is all about honesty, loyalty, and dependability. And it says that someone will protect you and guide you between heaven and earth. So they're in the middle ground. They're guiding you and they're protecting you. And then we have the nimble bat. So the nimble bat is all about perception, change, and flexibility. It says that you need to have the courage to face the darkness within you, which could be talking about your shadow self. You need to face it. Alright? So let's move on to the astro dice for the overall energy of the week. The 4th house in Aries, Saturn. Alright? So Saturn is all about structure, restriction, discipline, karma, obligations, foundations, ambitions, being ambitious, having ambitions, responsibility, obstacles, authority, the masculine figures, the dominance, the burdens, the blockages, the conventionalities, the traditions, right? And then we've got Aries, which is all about being direct and brave and fearless, being having good leadership, being authoritative, independent, impulsive, competitive, aggressive, active, self-centered, passionate, being interested in sports or anything related to wars, fighting, the boss or the CEOs, masculinity, the male figures, the self-starters, and it also involves impatience. You might be a little impatient this week, which I get the feeling that it's not going to be much, but certain things could make your impatience go high level. So that one's there as well. Alright, and then we have the 4th house. The 4th house is all about the parents or the guardians, the roots, the family roots, the foundations, the domestic matters, the real estate, inheritance, emotions, the mother, the children, the women, and the femininity, the feminine energy, the feminine figures in your life. Alright, so this is the ending for the Aries video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Please don't forget to hit that share, subscribe, and follow button so that you can see more of my videos later. Alright, bye bye.